Hi, everybody. Weekend coming to an end. I'm Rod Hill coming to you from the Portland, Vancouver area. It's 4:45 on what has been another chilly day. As promised, not as wet today overall as it was yesterday on Saturday, but at 4:30, Portland temperature still 52, 53, 54, very chilly. And there are scattered heavy showers in the area if you have plans to be outdoors yet today into this evening. One of my big headlines now, we still have some nice weather coming in, developing Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. But overall, if you look out over the next week plus, Pacific Northwest April chill continues. So right here, this is the upper level European map for this upcoming Friday. And notice there's a cold front that comes in Thursday evening. This is another active cold trough that sweeps in. So likely rain at times Thursday night, Friday during the day, scattered showers continuing on Saturday. Not quite as cold as the air we've had this weekend, but pretty close. Snow levels with this look to be, with this cold trough, down to about 3,000 feet. That is below Cascade Passes. So that means potentially some sticking snow, mainly at night into early morning up over the highways as we go into this upcoming weekend. The other big headline is what happens tomorrow, Monday, April 8th. I'm going to get into the latest projection for viewing here in Portland of what we hope to see is a partial solar eclipse with the moon blocking about a quarter of the sun's surface. But of course, we need some clear skies, or at least partly cloudy skies, to be able to see that. And that's what I want to get into right now. We talked about this yesterday. Again, this timing information courtesy of Jim Todd, who is the Director of Space Science Technology at OMSI. And Jim tells us the partial eclipse here locally in the Northwest in Portland gets underway at 10:33 Monday morning when the moon first makes contact with the sun. So again, the moon is moving between Earth and the sun, so that covers up a part of the sun for our viewing. The maximum eclipse, which would be a 23% coverage of the sun's surface being blocked by the moon, is 11:25 tomorrow morning. And then the moon exits the sun's blockage, if you will, at 12:19 tomorrow afternoon. So basically between 10:30 and 12:30 is when the show is, and the height of the eclipse here locally at 11:25. Now, the news is not great. Remember, all along we've been saying it's probably dry, but I wasn't sure of the cloudiness. Well, now it's Sunday afternoon, and here's the latest. We'll go to this is the American GFS model, and up at the University of Washington, they put out a higher resolution model of that to our local area, what they call the MM5. So this is tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock local time, and here's Portland right here. If you look at my mouse, and everything that's colored is some sort of clouds. I basically have the mid-level cloud deck here, which is cloudiness between 10 and 20,000 feet. The important thing is if you have solid clouds, you're not going to be able to see the eclipse. So this is 11 o'clock in the morning. Solid clouds up and down much of the coast, but maybe some thin spots to start up and down I-5. This does show more clouds from Portland to the north, up towards Seattle, less clouds from Portland down to the south. Again, this is 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're about 30 minutes in to the eclipse. And if you go, this goes in 3 hours increments, which is a little disappointing, but it is what it is. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can see how the cloudiness has actually increased all the way across the I-5 corridors. This shows pretty much a solid overcast from Albany up through Portland, Vancouver, Kelso up into Seattle. So judging by this, we will either be completely overcast and we won't get to see the show, or for the first part of it, 10:30, 11, maybe 11:30, we would see some thinning of the cloud cover, maybe get a little bit of a view through the cloud deck, and then eventually the clouds going in early afternoon thicken up. So that's the projection right now. The thicker the cloud cover, the better the chance of getting some light moisture. That looks to be primarily along the coast, it looks like, for the eclipse. So that's the latest on what's going on with the cloud cover forecast for tomorrow. Now, overall, this is the National Weather Service, their 6 to 10 day outlook. This is April 13th through the 17th. So tomorrow's the 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So the 13th is this coming Saturday. Remember, we're going to be in that cold air mass again into the first part of next week. And the Weather Service has our temperatures in this near normal or below normal category for Oregon up into Washington. They do show we're in a below normal temperature pattern. Now, I've talked about this a lot. If you go back to March, we're getting our fair share of days with measurable rain. It's just that most of those measurable rain days are only producing a tenth of an inch of rain or less. And that actually keeps us on a track to be below normal total precipitation amount. So again, don't look at this and just think, wow, we're going to have all these dry, sunny days. That's not what this is saying. It's saying total rainfall in the gauge is going to be below seasonal averages for totals, April 13th through the 17th. Now, if you go to the 8 to 14 day outlook, this is the 15th through the 21st, it goes above normal and below normal rainfall. So could April be kind of chilly the first 2 weeks, and then we get much warmer the back half? I will tell you, the models have been overly biting on a warming April, and the reality is we keep getting these cold troughs. So I would take that with a grain of salt. The outlooks have been pretty consistent on showing that May is going to be a warm, dry month for us, much warmer than normal. So we'll see how that goes. I always like to remind you that with our climate, you do not want a dry, warm spring because that could lead into a hot, dry summer. And before you know it, you got 5 months of barely any precip. And that, of course, fuels bad fire season. So while if you're like me, you really enjoy the sunny, warm days, we definitely need to keep it in mind that getting some rain this time of the year is very beneficial. And snow up in the mountains still very beneficial as well. Okay, so what this shows you is the American European model. This is total precip. So it's not timing anything out. It's showing you a running total of precip amounts. And we'll start this tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. So 11 o'clock in the morning, between now and then, you can see the heavy amounts are right up here around Vancouver, BC, and certainly more rain up in the Washington coast, less rain amounts for us, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and play this into tomorrow afternoon. We don't expect much rain tomorrow. Again, the best chance of anything tomorrow will be along the coast. But there is a front that drops in Tuesday morning. So now all of a sudden we're seeing the numbers click and we get some rain Monday overnight into Tuesday morning. Again, the heaviest of the moisture is up here in red. So that's one reason why on tomorrow, Monday, Eclipse Day, we have the system setting up to our north with rain most likely up in parts of Washington. We get clouds spilling overhead, and then the frontal system with that comes in Tuesday morning. And then by the time we get into Tuesday afternoon, I think we're dry. See how the numbers aren't changing? This is Wednesday. And Wednesday's totally dry, and Thursday's totally dry. And then we have that system coming in Thursday overnight and the Friday morning. There now we're seeing the rain amounts pick up. That's that chilly air that's fueling us showers into this upcoming weekend. Okay. Here's the upper flow pattern. We'll stick with the European model. This is this afternoon. So we're trying to get out of this cold air that we've been in, and we get into tomorrow. Let me just play this into tomorrow afternoon. Here's a high pressure system out in the Pacific. There's the next cold trough lingering up in the Gulf of Alaska. And it's kind of a flat zonal flow pattern or a flat ridge that feeds in between. That's going to feed us some cloudiness spilling into us tomorrow. And then going into Tuesday morning, the depth of the main cold air stays up to our north. But at the surface, there is a front that pushes through Tuesday morning with ahead of this cold trough that you see in the upper level map. So again, we're not going to get really chilly, but there is that chance of rain going into Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, see the ridging kind of building back here, the arcing of the contours. So that's a dry Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, still the absolute bullseye of sunny, warm weather. I still think we have a chance to get up to 70 here in Portland Wednesday afternoon. You can see the ridging. And then Thursday, it's still dry during the day, but we start shower chances beginning in the evening. This is Thursday at 5 p.m. You can see this cold trough knocking on the door. This is that system that brings us the heavy showers. Snow on Friday, snow level is 3,000 feet, maybe some hail due to the cold air aloft. We keep the trough and scattered showers live on Saturday. And then right now, the models were showing a dry Sunday, but see this next trough coming? It's kind of like the system on Tuesday. The meat of the cold air stays to our north, but there could be a surface boundary passing here locally Sunday with a little bit of moisture, at least a chance of some scattered showers. And that's going to hold into Monday, temperatures down. Now, after that one, Here we go. This is a chance getting back up into 70s, maybe the mid part of next week again. This is Wednesday. And then we'll see if we switch gears a little bit the back half of April and actually get into a drier, less rainy day pattern, if you will, with warmer temperatures. Okay, what's going on at government camp? Well, pretty quiet up there today. 3 inches of new snow going back to last night. Meadows only an inch, Skibo only an inch. Still good bases. The base is 141 inches. The Mount Hood test site, where you keep track of the Mount Hood snowpack, 85% normal to date. Obviously, it's great to be 100%, but 85% is not bad. 47 inches of stored water up there right now, 130-inch depth if you stuck a multiple yardsticks down through it. Timberline's 32 degrees. Generally speaking, lows at night in the 30s, a past level, daytime highs warming up above freezing. The show's 43 tomorrow. Right now, it's only 35. So is it really going to be that much warmer up there tomorrow than today? Maybe not, but it will be above freezing. And the big story here is we're still in the pattern that when there is precip in the forecast, the snow levels are generally below past level. So you get some snow or some ice overnight in the morning. Then during the day, you warm above freezing. That was government camp. And all the passes look to be pretty good. There's Santiam, there's Willamette, Cabot Hill over the Blues, Siskiyou Summit, 43 degrees. So that's your look at what's going on with Mount Hood weather. Well, it is a cool day at coming up on 5 o'clock, 54 in Portland. A little warmer down in Medford, 59 degrees. The forecast down there, all dry tomorrow, partly sunny. Remember, better viewing for the eclipse the farther south of Portland you are tomorrow. Worst viewing for the eclipse the farther north you are from Portland tomorrow. The show's partly sunny, 56 in Medford. A dry week through Thursday coming up. And then with that front I talked about, that impacts Southern Oregon as well and keeping temperatures a little bit cooler. It looks like the back half. Let's go up to Seattle. Looks to me like solid overcast tomorrow. No chance of seeing the eclipse. In fact, a pretty good bet there being some rain up in Seattle on Monday. Showers linger through Tuesday. Wednesday looks dry. And then coming in Thursday afternoon, evening, there's that return of rain once again. Temperatures mainly in the 50s. Eugene, hello, Oregon Ducks. Again, a better chance of eclipse viewing down in Eugene and even Salem tomorrow than Portland. This shows Eugene could hit 60. Really nice weather, mid-60s Wednesday, Thursday. Shower chances return Friday, which is what we talked about. Over in Bend, 54 degrees. All dry through Thursday. This is good eclipse viewing, obviously, with sunny skies tomorrow, 58. Tuesday, 60. Wednesday, 66. Thursday, 70. Chance of showers in Bend on Friday with that front that comes in Thursday night. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and show you Portland 7-day. So tomorrow, we might get lucky and see some thinning cloud cover in that late morning noon hour, but I think odds favor us being overcast. We'll see. I don't think we see any measurable rainfall tomorrow, but there could be some sprinkles around. So a light shower chance, we'll call it. There is that shower chance going into early Tuesday morning, but Tuesday afternoon becomes partly cloudy and dry. Wednesday is the best day of the week. We could hit 70s. Thursday stays dry until evening, and then we pick up the shower chances. And then just like that, we're back into a number of days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with highs only in the 50s, which is considered, of course, cool for this time of the year. That is your update on a Sunday. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and watching my video. Again, my weather site I use is portlandweather.com, and I will talk to you soon.